You also might hear me crazy flipping through stuff, and I apologize. That's just gonna how it's gonna be because I have a big book to look through.
That's fine.
So, our story is going to take place kind of later into the evening. It's probably around maybe only about 7 o'clock, yet the sky outside is so dark you would think it was far, far later. There's a storm that has come to Arkham. It blows through the streets with a violence that the small town is not really used to. Things that things are being picked up and thrown, and rain comes pelting down, uh, like small. Sorry, rain comes pelting down, beating into the people as they make their hurried retreat indoors. All of you find yourselves at the library, the Arkham Public Library on this day, gathered around in a circle as you are holding your weekly book club. You all know each other, and you all know each other fairly well. Uh, as you kind of sit there gathered, the lights of the library flicker and go out. It's not too hard to find some candles, which are around for just such an emergency, and they are lit carefully around to bring in a little extra light uh, as you regard each other's and almost fittingly your rather dark book of the week, or, well, the dark book that you have just started. Uh, it is October 1st, and to celebrate this kind of spookier month, you all have copies of different tales from Edgar Allan Poe, reading several of the stories and talking about them until next week when you will read some more. As you are all kind of getting settled back after that, you know, sharp startle from the lights, uh, you hear a loud crash as something comes sailing through uh, the glass window up front. And just as that does, the door to the library gets pushed in by a rather rough visitor, and a loud blow of wind can be heard trailing behind them. They shut the door, muttering some stuff, and if you go to investigate the crash, you find a dead bird that has broken through the window. Uh, the man looks at it rather sad, not really understanding, more little confusion with it. But he approaches all of you and takes off his hat to introduce himself. It is, sorry, let me pull out the person.
Stupid bird.
Birdman McGee.
Oh no, not Birdman McGee.
Birdman.
Should I add him to my significant people?
Birdman McGee, or
Oh
the
my
guy who
God.
came in.
Birdman McGee.
Alex, I don't think I see the guy.
I'm still I'm still working on people.
Okay, can you import the dean next?
No, he
Oh.
doesn't get art.
He doesn't? He has it in the book.
I mean, I can scroll back and see if I missed him. I might have missed him.
All right. Well, Anyway, you
Oh, there he
see...
is. He's before the everything. Okay, cool. My apologies.
He's before the everything.
It's all right. Thank you. You see someone that... Oh, God. You see someone, Samson, that you are, you know extremely well. This being Bryce Fallon, the dean of the administration at the university. He looks to you specifically, and he says, "Can I apologize for interrupting your gathering. I need to have a word with you."
His eyes kind of flicker between the rest of the group who are now all kind of staring at him, back down
Mhm.
to his book, back to the Dane, and kind of hurriedly gets up, dropping his book in the process before trying to fumble it and just hits the ground, and he just goes to pick it up and then is like, nope, I'm gonna leave it there. Stands up, kind of straightens out his clothing, looks to the dean and goes, of course, Mr. Fallon, sir.
He nods and he looks to all of you. If you'll excuse us. And he pulls you aside. Now, let's go ahead and as Mr. Fallon pulls aside one of your companions, let's go ahead and describe yourselves around the room. Let's go ahead and start with Alex.
I think you mean pass because I'm actively doing something for you.
All right. Let's start with Craig.
Sorry.
See a slender-esque woman with red hair named Bridget. You probably all know her as the Madame at the Velvet Dress Brothel. She you probably know that she probably takes really good care of her looks, even though without all that makeup, she probably looks a little bit older than she probably is. That's fine. What else do you want to know about her? She wears mostly black dresses, pearls, everything like that. She dolls up for every occasion.
Awesome. Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
I don't think I'd said her name. Bridget Calmwaters.
Ooh, I love that name.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with. Actually, let's go with Fob next.
Hello, my name is Stereo Iacupai.
I fucking told you was his name.
I have come to this land. I am zero generation American citizen. I am studying to pass my tests. I run the town mortuary. The only two certainties in life are death and also death because I do not pay my taxes. What else is it that you wish to be knowing about me? I am, how to say this? I am pleased to be invited by one of you who I wish would step up to. Which one of you is the one that invited me?
Where in the
your
fuck are you from?
I
Oh,
fucking
this is
called
good
it.
question, friend. I do not know.
I have
You know what
invited
it says?
this
Hold,
weird
please.
ass man to our meeting.
Everyone, please hold. My hometown? Question marks. Birthplace? Also question marks. I do not. I know, but
Do you?
the person who is playing me does not know this. It is somewhere between where Borat comes from and also someplace else, dear God.
Kazakhstan, got it. Okay.
It is basically Kazakhstan, but it is not.
Don't think Kazakhstan existed yet, but that's okay.
There you go, friends. It is
That,
what
that is his future. He will go create.
I
He
no,
won't
I
be
really do
Borat.
not. I really wish to become American citizen and have
Yeah, I think
hundreds
you
of
should said
fat
that you're
children
Canadian.
in this
Just
country.
yes, this is Canadian.
This is Canadian accent.
Now I do have to ask, Fob, was this
Yes.
a Roll20 assigned name, or is this just the name that you have pulled directly out of your brain?
It was the name that was assigned to Fabrice in the under the characters tab in the place of the rolling of 20s. That is the name that was assigned to me, and I took to it with, I think, good graces.
I did
But
not
Fucking
that's just me.
knew it. I fucking called it. You guys were in the fucking other channel,
Hey, I
and
was
I was
with
like,
you on
"Is this
this."
his name?"
I mean, to
Certainly
be fair,
not.
everyone was right. It was both Roll20 assigned and Fob kept.
True.
Yes. Things to be knowing about me. My physical description, because I am just, of course, this, like, some sort of circle on top of a hill, I guess, is what I look like to all of you. Perhaps that is the rising sun, which is what my prophets will be doing eventually.
I'm sorry, you think you have profits at the morgue?
My friend, the only things that are certain in life are death and also death, because I do not pay my taxes.
Oh, I see. That's where your profits come from. The taxes.
I love how like this is how you introduce yourself to everyone.
I mean, this is how I'm introducing myself to you guys. I don't think this is how I introduce
do not
myself
pay
to
my
people.
I do not speak us.
No, but if anyone ever asks me, I super don't. But no, I think I know enough to keep kind of on the DL about that, maybe. You wish to be, of course, knowing the physical descriptions of Hysterio Iacupai. I am, of course, he is like lanky, not in like a great way, and
Listen, I'm gonna
incredibly.
cut you off because you
Badly.
look like Bobby from Jimmy Neutron.
No, I don't look like Boldy from Jimmy Neutron.
Hold,
I'm
please,
kidding.
please allow me to Google what
Who the fuck is that?
Oh,
this.
it's not good,
I
friends.
think I unfortunately agree.
Oh,
No, I
yes, you
don't.
do.
I don't look like that.
Yes, you do.
Someone please post this in Discord.
The fuck is a good picture of this guy? Okay.
It doesn't exist.
There is
I
no
can't
such
find.
thing.
Why is no one drawn fan art
Oh, it's that guy.
of this man?
I hate that.
Yeah, it's
That's not
bad.
good.
I don't want to look like that.
I know, I was just teasing.
No, it's okay.
It's a good look for your character.
Don't you dare lie to me like that, Noah.
Oh my god.
How dare you try to tell me that that is a good look?
This is not an attractive look, but it is a good one. Fuck.
All right, Fob, it is your duty. While we're talking and stuff, you have to find appropriate artwork that is Fob certified.
I will try. It is. I'm
Oh,
basically.
good.
But he is
I
like
do look
24.
good.
I do want to tell.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'm like in my late 20s to like. Oh wait, no, we rolled it. I'm 24. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't auto.
24 late 20s. Jamie,
Yeah,
we're
no,
dying.
I'm
Yeah.
basically dead. I've got one foot in the grave.
Actually
This is-
dead.
Well, of course, because again, the only certainty in life is
Death
the
and death, yes.
So yes, so of course I have one foot in the grave, but also I have one foot in the grave because my business is, of course, also death. So
You have one foot in the grave. It's just not yours.
it's
like
just
a lot of
not
the
mine,
time
it's one
you
of
do.
my customers.
Sometimes
My
both.
paying customers. They are people are literally dying to see me.
Oh, oh my god.
You all asked for this.
Did we?
Hey Noah, can you go next?
Sure. Curtis Flanagan is a tall, strapping, and smart dressing man of the 20s. He wears a suit and a fedora, and he is definitely a secret person of some variety because he has a gun. And he's not very good at hiding anything. So he says his work is secret, but that's all he says. So take that as you will. And he's like always observing people. Yeah, I guess that would kind of be all that there is about him. He's also very
Does he?
big and strong.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was muted. Does he talk much?
Not a lot, but he's good at talking.
Okay,
I'm just not.
that is fine.
I'm uploading to chat a picture. Now this is just a character from a Tim Burton movie.
Nice.
It is very appropriate. I'll give you that.
That is the vibe.
All right. Let's see. Who is next? Chris. Chris is dead.
So that's that was a hard act to follow. But I will try my
Tell me
best.
about it.
Question, are we in the library currently?
Yes.
Okay. I'm probably not with the group like at the moment.
Sorry, what I was trying to say is the book club holds you guys hold a meeting that goes past when the library is technically open?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. No. I mean like sitting at the table essentially.
Okay.
So she will walk in with an armful of books and say, "Well, here's today's reading materials," and she'll just dump like 5 or 6 more books, all the same, of course. Fictional writings, very very standard. I don't want to say occult, just more like scary story wise.
Alicia did say that we were
Yeah.
doing Edgar Allan Poe.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
Guys, not in character questions. Or I guess kind of. I need people that are important to me, and I don't have anyone in this country that loves me. Which one of you invited me in
Alex
to
said he
join the
did.
book club? Alex? Okay.
For the right
Bastion.
price, my character would love you.
Oh, thank you. That's fair.
Actually, I don't actually work, so one of my girls would love you.
That's fair. Well, you know. Okay, so I will say, just for significant people to me, Alex's character.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We met 3 days ago. It's fine.
And you're very
Is
important
this his
to me.
first meeting?
Yes.
It just occurs to me that Curtis probably thinks you're a communist.
Yeah, I was thinking that too when he was making the character.
Oh
So
no.
will this be a problem that I am not? Oh no.
If you don't make it one.
Jesus.
Tommy.
I mean,
So-
I believe things. You believe things. We all believe things. Everyone has things that they believe. I do not know.
I'm
So-
sorry, Chris, continue.
Rosemary comes in with an armful of like books and fictional materials and things like that, and she'll with all sorts of scary stories and such. Am I? No. Okay. I thought my phone was ringing for some reason, but it is not. And she says, "So, have you guys read the first pages?"
There's a dead bird that flew through your window.
I am sorry, read?
She's like looking around and she's like, yes, reading. That is what we do.
Oh,
Is that not what you do? Is that not what we do?
Can
Oh
you...
dear, is this the wrong meeting? Have I shown up to the wrong? Oh no. Okay. I will go put these things back, and I will. I can't believe I messed up again. Okay.
Relax,
let me
Rosemary.
let me
You're in the right room.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
We meet every week. Remember.
Stares at Curtis, blinking. No. And then she starts picks up a book. Now, this book I happen to love very much. I have read it 683 times. And she'll hand it to whoever's next to her, which would probably be Samson. Has already gotten up, right? Cupcake, please.
I mean, Chris, aren't you supposed to be describing your character right now and
Yeah.
not like playing the game?
Shh. Yeah, you're right.
Chaos Melissa.
Chaos.
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
It's okay, man.
And her appearance is pretty much, she's got this not yellow beige, but it's definitely old and musty, and like not the smell but the appearance. And it's a beige overcoat, and she's got a lot of makeup done. Not it looks like she tried to overcompensate. Very lots of thick lipstick, lots of eyeliner, eyelash, I don't know what the mascara, whatever it's called. I'm sorry. I am not girl and I don't use makeup all that often, so I was not trained in these things. I'm sorry. And yeah, her red hair, kind of like Bridget's, except a bit more must. That is the word.
Crunchy.
Stinky.
Crunchy.
Crunchy.
Her hair is crunchy.
I mean, it's
she's
not worse than must.
Yeah, it's around the same.
No,
When I
it's
hear-
not.
When I hear
Crunchy is a
must, I think it's like
powerful
covered in
description.
dust.
Uh-huh, like a moth. Shake your head and it goes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good approximation.
Too much powder. So crunchy.
So crunchy.
How does powder make something crunchy?
Don't
I don't
worry about it.
understand.
Oil. Oil and powder do not mix.
Is that how it works?
Okay, we don't need
Okay,
to talk about how crunchy.
I don't think she's crunchy. She's crusty.
No, that's not what I
Also
meant.
bad.
Crust is crunchy.
You know when I
Yeah,
said must,
sure.
I mean like I meant more.
The real horror is gonna be your goddamn description.
I was
isn't that the
thinking more like not combed out and everything.
Alicia, were
It's
you not
present.
planning on running this like One Piece, where the real horror is the descriptions we make along the way?
No, the real horror of One Piece is the woman's waists. Because there's
I-
no
And
organs.
that apparently
I thought it was their
1,000 chapters is a prologue.
Oh god.
Their breasts are so scary because they don't have a waist.
Guys, we're
also-
never gonna get through this if we don't keep
I
going.
know.
You
I
won't.
know. Chris, you can't. You were the one that started it.
True.
Yeah, Chris, fuck you.
I know. I'm teasing.
Choose better adjectives.
All right. Alex.
It's my
Alex.
fault.
Alex, it is your turn.
Right. So, probably one of the more established members of the group, Sebastian, was a college student at Arkham or Miskatonic or whatever it's called, university for a
Miskatonic,
long while, and then he graduated, and he's still around, working on his novels that may or may not be published this century.
What kind of novels are they?
You wouldn't know. He doesn't share them.
Okay. I would always ask.
He doesn't share them. They're not ready yet. I think he probably spends plenty of time around the library, because he is occasionally employed, which is probably where he met this man who he has brought to the group meeting.
Right?
Well, you are apprentice at my mortuary.
I have taken some temporary work at your mortuary to research for a book that I will not tell you about.
This is yes, we would be happy to have you. Yes, please.
And then I bring you to a library because I don't know. This will be fun.
To learn how to do taxes.
It will be
But
very
yes, imagine the most generic writer of the 20s who looks like a waif, and this is this man.
So like a beatnik.
What the fuck is that?
What?
You used words.
I know what a beatnik is. Don't
And
worry.
I
I also
believe
know
that
it.
Thank
those
you,
are real
Noah.
words.
Thank you, Noah.
But my brain don't know what those words mean.
Beatnik was the type of, oh god, what's the word? Counterculture artist at the time. I think is the best way to describe it. Like the hippies
From,
were
like,
for the 60s,
The
the beatniks are
10s
for
to
the
the
20s.
50s or 60s,
Yeah.
even. Yeah. The before hippies.
They're basically
I
edgy, depressed artists.
yes.
Oh, okay.
yes.
Like,
That like
Oh,
deep.
Edgar
jazz.
Allan Poe, got it.
So just
That
artists.
like jazz. Yeah.
I was very pro Edgar Allan Poe for the month of October.
All right. And finally, Jamie, if you could describe your character.
Okay. A bit shorter in frame, more average height, but just like not as built as most guys would be of his age. He definitely looks a lot younger than he is. Kind of long, wavy, curly hair that is a bit unkept and probably should be cut soon, but he just hasn't done it. Gets in his eyes constantly and he has to kind of brush it out of the way. Big circular glasses that he has on his face, and another pair of like goggles, like mechanic goggles, rest on his head. Kind of serve as like a headband to hold some of the hair in place. Normal kind of old gray shirt with like a vest that has a few patches in it. He has kind of a resting bitch face and looks very mean when he's not talking, but as soon as you try to interact with him, he just becomes a flustering ball of a dork. And any impression of, oh, this guy might actually be super serious goes away immediately. He's kind of reserved, doesn't talk too often. Um, he leaves as soon as the book club is over. Yeah.
Can't believe he
He is
doesn't go get
sensible
pizza with
fellow,
us.
catches his own clothes, does not buy new ones. This is good, smart decisions.
All right, and the man who has come and interrupted uh your meeting, he is kind of an older gentleman. He looks like the picture showed. Uh, looks to be in about maybe his early 50s, a very like no nonsense sensible guy. He looks like the kind of guy that you would want to be your teacher or judge. Not teacher, I'm sorry, like your doctor or judge. Just very much like when you think of a man in authority that you might trust, this is kind of the guy you might think of.
Trust a man in authority. What is this nonsense?
I know.
Dad?
This is the
Dad?
20s, back
What?
when
Okay, so I'm gonna put down in my notes
Curtis
that
has
Curtis wants
daddy
this man
issues.
to be his dad.
All right. So, uh he pulls oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, when you guys get a chance, can you please put your name and your character name in your
Right,
uh
roll 20.
yeah, in your roll 20 thing so I can see that.
So character name in brackets or name in brackets?
Let's do the character name in brackets.
Okay.
But what was I gonna say? Sebastian, you've known Bryce for quite a long time. He's actually helped out the college immensely, kind of turned it around into a much more respectable place. He is extremely passionate about the college. This is like his life. But he pulls you aside, and for the rest of you guys, when he pulls aside Sebastian,
Nope.
Now, do you mean Sebastian or Samson? Because
Samson.
I'm
I would have been
sorry.
around the college,
He
but I
doesn't
no.
take
don't work at the
Sebastian. He
college.
takes Samson. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
No, he probably does not recognize you, Sebastian.
That's fine.
But he takes Samson aside. And you guys. He takes Samson aside, but if you guys are quiet, you're pretty sure you can listen into the conversation.
Is this a listen check?
I would be. That is, if people are talking. Okay, well, Noah hard succeeds on that.
I really just want to roll dice, you know.
You're sitting in kind of the perfect spot, and just kind of from your training and stuff, you're able to hear really well. You can kind of read some of the lip movements. So you can hear basically everything that they're talking
I
about.
angle my fedora into a deflector dish.
I am not paying attention to this conversation. I'm more seeing how the librarian reacts to the fact that there's a dead bird on the floor.
hmm but yet, he pulls you aside, Samson, and he says, listen, I'm very sorry to interrupt you on off hours, but I have a particular request to ask of you, and well, it's one that I don't really want to be on the books per se.
Kind of looks a bit confused, but nods. Of course, Mr. Fallon. How can I help you?
I'm I know you were made aware of uh, Professor Leiter's passing recently. Uh, as you may recall, Professor Leiter was given a set of documents, uh, the very important ones that we were given about the Arkham Witch trials that he was supposed to be studying. Well, after his death, we of course moved to attempt to seize them, and they are turning up missing. I don't think I need to tell you how unfavorable this looks for the university. This was a wonderful gift uh, given to us by the Hobhouse estate. And if they find out that we have misplaced them, let's just say it is something I'm trying to avoid. I would like to ask uh, for you to try to look around and see if you can reacquisice these papers. Normally, I of course would not ask another professor to do this, but given the nature of the papers and their historical importance, there are only so many people I trust with their care and trust to know the real from any possible fakes.
As he was talking, Salmon started kind of like muttering to himself, listening, like nodding along, but like scratching the back of his neck, kind of ruffling his hair,
Mm-hmm.
kind of processing it all in a very open manner.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, I do apologize since you were looked over for the original investigation of these papers. Uh, but if they are, found again in proper order, of course, uh, I will allow you to continue Dr. Leiter's research, and of course, I can help you out with your trouble uh, for the trouble of finding it. And I'm sure, of course, you also wish to ensure that our university keeps up a uh, good reputation when it comes to different historical documents and artifacts and such. We don't want for people to lose faith in our ability to uh, take care of them.
Right, of course, sir. Yes, I am honored that you have chosen me for said job, and I will do my very best to try and track them down.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Uh, sorry, I'm trying to read. Uh, mm, if you want to kind of get a vibe on him at all, you can roll I think it would be a psychology, right, Alex?
Yes,
If I
maybe
check the psychology.
analysis, but I think psychology.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna
not
go with probably.
psychoanalysis, but psychology.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'd go with psychology.
All right. Ew.
No, you're kind of like focusing more on what he's saying. You're not getting. He's definitely keeping himself like guarded
Mm-hmm.
in this conversation. Uh, but he nods and he says, Right. Don't worry about teaching for the most part right now. Uh, I will go ahead and have a substitute take over for your classes. Just focus on this, please. This is really what we need to be worried about.
Substitute. All right, sir. I'm sure you know what's best.
He nods. Uh, and just as he's like, it seems like he's about to leave, he kind of stops and he says, I should. Here. Uh, I am not the one to try to spread rumors about a professor, but I think this is something that you should see if you're looking into it. And he's going to go ahead and hand you this. I'm just going to show to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
There have been complaints about Dr. Light or Professor Lightyear. I've heard plenty of them from Professor Roach, as you know. But besides that, I have already looked through his office and his home, and he hands you the key. He's like, if you are free to look there as well if you would like. Just keep me updated, let me know, and if there's any sort of evidence, if you find evidence he gave it to someone, he sold it, which I anything at all, just keep track of it, bring it to me, let me know.
Kind of reading over the note as he continues to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Folds it up and puts it in his pocket. Right, sir. Kind of looks at the house key a bit wearily, but puts it in his pocket as well. I will update you with anything I find.
Of course. Again, I apologize for interrupting your get together.
Oh, well, I'm just kind of looks back to the group and then quickly back to the deed. It's mm, it's fine. It's nothing really too important, really.
If you have any questions, if you need anything, let me know. If you have any questions about the papers themselves, you can always talk to Miss Court. She was the postgraduate research assistant that was working with him on it.
Can I have a note? I am not going to remember anything if I don't have a note.
Here's a question. Do you want me to give you guys a note page that everyone can edit? Or just you?
Yes.
I don't care.
Alright, I'm gonna make it for everyone. There you go. Wait, did I make a character sheet? God
Shared
fucking
character
hell.
sheet.
Named it
Delete.
notes.
I know, I'm dumb.
I want
I'm
a cat named
dumb as
Notes
fuck.
now.
I also I am in the one shots. I am uploading more
Clear documents.
clear documents. For whatever reason, Roll20 wasn't liking the even
Pictures.
like the standard level of stuff. So if you're like me and struggling to fucking read the things that I just uploaded on Roll20,
I mean, it's just calligraphy. I struggle to read with it, but I got the general understanding of what it fucking means.
Yeah. All right. So he will go ahead and he will, give you a nod, and as he leaves, he kind of, glances over at the bird, and gives kind of like a tisk and heads on out into the storm.
Who's responsible for fixing this window?
Is
What
very
window?
bad omen have dead bird fly into your place.
What bird?
This is not good sign for
that bird.
our
Picking the dead bird on the
our
ground.
newfound friendship.
Oh, disgusting. And she'll go over, pick up the rat, and
The rat.
it's a
bird.
rat with wings.
Well, it's actually a raven.
Aw.
Oh, this
And
is
Huge
very bad
bird.
omen.
when you pick it up, it actually starts to move and it flaps its wings wildly. I'm assuming you drop it.
So you can bring things back from the dead. That's pretty fun.
Do you drop the bird? This was a yes or no question. Don't me.
Eat it. Eat the bird.
I don't want to eat the
Fuck,
bird.
guys.
I'm trying to decide whether Rosemary would drop the bird. She'd let it go.
All right, you let it go. It kind of flaps wildly for a second before it catches itself. It flies up onto one of the bookcases and it caws at all of you. And then it takes off and flies out into the storm.
All right,
God,
good.
it's a miracle.
Is very bad omen.
Is it a bad omen if it comes back to life?
Yes, that is worse. That puts me out of business.
Ravens,
Puts me out of business. You're not wrong.
ravens are
well,
elegant creatures.
Sometimes I wonder why you show up here.
Is probably not paying customer anyway, but still, this is not good.
This is
Dead
a
things come back to
library.
life.
This is a library. There are no paying customers.
I think you meant his paying customers.
This is what I meant. Yes, thank you, new friend. I appreciate
Well, then go
you
conduct your
greatly.
business. Who is this man?
He puts people on the ground.
Rosemary just stares at Sebastian.
No, Rosemary, remember I said I was gonna get a new job at the morgue? This is
Oh!
This
I
is
brought
the
him here
morgue
because-
man.
I thought it'd be funny.
Mr. Morgan,
This is the morgue man.
Oh!
Give me some more.
Oh my god.
give me some morgue.
Morgue what?
This is song we are all working on together. Yes.
Well, it
We're
is a
branching out
pleasure-
into music.
Mr.
It is a
Morgue
pleasure
Man.
to meet you, Mr.
Stereo Iacupai. And how may I be addressing you?
So, do I call you Mr. Iacupai or Estereo?
Mr. Iacupai.
Mr. Iacupai.
Thank you.
My name is Rosemary. You may call me Rose.
I've just been calling him Yucky.
Oh my god.
This is not something that I am appreciating of my young friend.
I
It's
think
fine.
I'm definitely older than you. Not by a
Well-
lot, but technically yes.
You maybe are looking this. Yes, maybe. This is perhaps the case.
It's fine. People used to call me Octopus, and she does a hand wave. Well, should we return back
No,
to the...
I would like to be circling back to that. That is not something that I want you to just be hand waving away. Why you have two arms? Yes?
Praying
Oh,
for anything.
it's nothing of note. My middle name is Octavia, and I don't know how to take care of my hair. And she kind of just does like a little like hair flip, but it's not like it is not graceful.
It's a crusty.
It doesn't move.
It
Yeah,
flops.
yeah, it flops.
They say America would be strange. They did not say it would be this strange. Okay.
America's great. I don't know.
Land of opportunity and dead people, apparently. This is good. Dead
Don't
birds
most lands
that come
have
back
dead
to
people?
life. What?
Don't most lands have dead people?
Well,
Europe, they already all died
this
from
is
the
true.
war.
Well,
They need undead people to die.
I need new bone.
I need new bodies.
Yes.
I
You're a
need
sleeper
new
agent trying to start a new war to have more bodies to bury. This is
If
my
I-
I knew
backstory
it. He's
for
a
you.
communist.
I mean, if I were to be sleeping agent, I would not know that that was the case.
No, that is incorrect. If he's trying to start a war to have more bodies in the ground, he's technically a capitalist.
You know what?
Look,
So
most
you
people,
see, I
Start
am
a
on
war
your
for
side.
business? He's right.
most leaders in communism become quite wealthy.
Yeah, but they're not paying people.
He doesn't pay taxes.
You don't know
Which
that
makes
war.
him even more of a capitalist.
Well, wait a
Yes.
second. Don't the communists like basically only pay taxes?
Yes.
If you don't rule the communists. If he's trying to start a war, he probably has some authority in that.
No,
No, he's a sleeper agent.
I feel like if he's trying to start a war as a capitalist, he's trying to further his business. I mean, that's just the business that's lobbying.
All right. Let's move
Yeah.
on and we can see what political beliefs the Undertaker has.
Is very important for story. Yes, I am glad that you see this.
All right, Samson, you have this letter.
Yep.
The dean just left you with honestly quite a monumental task. You do know a bit about these papers. They were gifted to the university from basically like an old wealthy family,
Mhm.
so that your people could like look through them. You and what's his name?
It was something.
You and
H.
Professor Roach were looked
Roach,
over
yep.
for it, and it was given to Lighter instead, who you know has died recently.
Apparently, yes.
Hmm.
Couldn't have
Alright.
happened to a nicer guy.
So he's going to once again straighten out his clothing because he got fucked up because he was fidgeting so much, and just tries to very quietly sit back down with the book to like not get any questions directed at him. He's just gonna pretend that he's been there the entire time.
I will say, if anyone else wanted to roll listening, you could.
I mean,
Jesus, that's a lot of lift.
And remember, if you succeed on their
I
check,
listen.
to mark it.
I'm not gonna say nothing because I didn't hear anything.
Did you roll?
No, I
Okay.
didn't hear anything.
Okay. No, that's the way you said it sounded like you did hear something.
Oh,
All right.
Thuro and I are apparently having a conversation.
We are having heated discussion about my political beliefs, apparently.
I just so you know, in America, it's usually kind of weird to bring up the politics at the first meeting of people. I don't know about.
I did
I
not need to
believe-
bring up these politics. It is your friends who said things about where I am from.
If a witch
Where
eats
is
the
that again?
president, she's the new president.
Oh,
That's
this
just
is
what I'm
good.
saying.
This is good advice. I like it.
Mr. Jacopi, I would love to listen more about your country and all its beliefs. However, I have a small thing to let you know. This is a reading club.
Yes,
And this is a library.
I am familiar with the concept, though I have not been in one before.
So, usually what we do at these things is we find a book
Mm-hmm.
and we partake in the reading.
Of said book.
Yes.
And you read aloud, of course, because how else can you read?
Quietly into oneself. But I can read it
Sebastian
for
has
you
the
if you'd
biggest
like.
shit-eating grin on his face right now.
I believe that I am capable of reading.
Good. Excellent.
Not today, though, apparently. Today I'm incapable of reading.
Your own language is bad, and I don't even think this is your own language.
Well, I'm gonna say poetry in other languages is fucking hard.
True.
And part of Edgar Allan Poe's work is poetry, so I think you're like looking at some of the poetry lines and you're like, what is
Why
this?
always Raven?
I am stumbling over this. Oh, good, look, another bird. He talks about more birds here.
Quoth the
Birds
Raven.
like the
Same
one
type
which
of bird.
flew in the window. Excellent.
Edgar Bloke's pretty terrible.
Honestly, I agree. I think Edgar's insistence on using dark imagery is somewhat how should we say, played out.
Yes? Yes, played out. It is, as because it happened right now today in front of us, yes? This is,
Yes. I agree 100%.
This is
it has
like
already
in
been
House of
done.
Usher.
So you are saying that you think this Poe man is some sort of prophet? He is like prophesizing future events. He said that this thing would happen, and now it has happened.
No.
You're gonna have a fun time if Edgar Allan Poe is a prophet.
A very strange time.
I
This
wouldn't
falls.
call him a prophet.
I wouldn't call him a
More,
prophet. Now, why don't you come into my cellar? I have a great bottle here of Amontillado.
Oh, that
Very
sounds
hard to
very
find.
Yeah. But anyway, as our esteemed dweebus over there goes and sits down, that'd be
Esteemed dweebus.
Rude.
Jamie did not
Samson.
put Samson. Sorry,
Yeah,
it
Samson.
was overlapping.
It's at the bottom. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It
it was
is
overlapping with other texts.
Chris
Anyway.
that hasn't fixed his.
What?
Rosemary. I think that's fine. Anyway,
What, you want me to say put my name? All right, fine. I'll put my name.
And Rosemary.
Okay. You can have one or the other.
I didn't say that. I
demands
said I
both.
wanted both.
Okay, one or the other.
Both. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah. So sitting next to Samson, Curtis will say, "Got some trouble with the dean there."
He kind of sat down, and once everyone was arguing, he took out like a small, like little notepad. It's just covered in writing. Just flips to a new page and was starting to write. Jumps and like scratches half the page, and looks at it, and turns to you. Trouble? No trouble. No trouble. Flips to a new page, begins writing again.
Come on, Curtis. You should know by now you can't directly speak to him.
He looked shouted.
Have
He ran into the door.
Oh no.
Aw.
He was playing with his string in front of the door and turned around to run away from it and went BAM!
Aw.
Baby.
Yeah. He walked away because I laughed at him.
Don't be
All right.
mean.
Well,
It was
That's
funny.
fair. It's fair.
He's
Just
angry.
laughing at people.
all right. Well, Samson, if you get into any trouble, I'm pretty good at sorting out trouble. So let me know.
Right, yes. Of course. Curtis.
Me, your friend, the federal agent. Smile.
Just smile.
Oh no.
He won't press it because it. So far, it's like nothing
hmm
from the just what was said. But yeah, didn't get to read the note, for example.
And I'll look to Samson. And how did you like the Raven?
Brayden.
The poem. I don't think Jamie's read The Raven.
Nope.
That's fine.
I don't think
Would
Samson
Samson?
has either.
Yeah,
At this point,
it's
he was like
perfect.
halfway through and then got interrupted and then started writing notes. So he looks up at you and is like, oh, 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 and like starts looking around for his book that fell on the floor and is now like crouched on the ground trying to find it because it's fucking dark in here.
I will say next to him probably could look at the paper while he's doing this, if they would be so inclined to roll.
Yeah, now I'm curious about.
I'm gonna snoop.
I want to snoop.
I'm gonna snoop.
What snoop and roll, Alicia?
Doesn't seem to
Hmm.
be a snoop and roll.
I'm thinking of spot hidden. That seems like the one that makes the most sense to me.
That
Yeah,
is
it
the
is the.
perception equivalent.
Yeah, let's do spot hidden.
I don't spot.
I
Extreme
I
success.
super spot.
You
I
you
speed
just
read.
narrow focus eyed on it and speed read the letter that he has, which has some good gossip about a former professor that you actually probably knew of at least.
He finds the book and sits down and begins speed reading the rest of the poem.
So, did the dean really come hunt you down to ask about your colleague being a creep?
What?
The
Uh,
the le- the letter you got, it's about sexual harassment, right? Like creep.
his eyes kind of widen and he like fumbles the book again and like tries to slam the notebook closed that he has the letter in.
Please stop doing that to my books.
Ah.
It-
Almost drops his notebook trying to pick up the book.
Let me just take that off your hands. Thank you. Bridget, could you
Was it?
help me with
Okay.
thes? As she sees that everyone is heavily distracted and just starts putting books away.
New record. We made it 20 minutes. No. Before we lost our book privileges.
It honestly probably happens a lot this season. He
You are-
drops everything.
You are losing book privileges, but I thought this is why we came to this place full of books.
I will sigh and say as I'm like collecting them. Does Bridget help me?
Yeah, Bridget helps.
It's mostly just time for us to unwind and and she'll pull a couple of books out of the shelf nearby and place the brandy on the table.
Ah, yes, the alcohol.
The illegal alcohol. That's why we're really here. Let's be real, guys.
What,
It is illegal, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. I
We know
will
what we're
also
doing.
let you know, federal agent. Jesus Christ, does everyone break it?
I mean, yeah. I don't think the FBI gave a fuck.
No. Well, I
I don't think it
don't know.
existed
I
yet,
don't
but
think the FBI existed then.
yeah, it didn't exist yet. Anyway,
Secret police.
yeah.
It exists. The world just doesn't know it exists. That's how we're gonna go with it,
Huh.
or at least how I'm thinking about it.
Sure.
'Cause I... You didn't answer my question though, man. Why'd the dean come to the library?
um, this note was just. We're not sure if this note is true or false. Professor Littner was had a specific air about him that is something I can't deny, but no, he did not come here to spread ill will about a dead colleague.
You did not know he was dead, by the way. To Sebastian.
Yeah.
Sebastian did not know he was dead.
Yeah.
It's not public knowledge that he's dead.
Shit.
There is definitely a change on Sebastian's face of like, what did he come to tell you that he died? When did he die?
He freezes and like looks at you, just deer in
Well, this
headlight.
tale got so much more interesting.
I just want everyone to know my ears have perked up and I am listening in on the conversation
A
with much
dead
more
man.
interest.
Dead man.
Well,
This
he will
is
need
so
to
much better than Ravens.
He will need to be prepared and buried, of course.
Do we need to go find the body?
Do I know how he died?
You were told it was a heart attack.
Right.
But you also know that one of your colleagues is the one that actually performed the autopsy.
That's not kosher.
Yeah, it's not kosher at all. All right.
No, it's not. Also, to answer when he died, it was the 24th of September.
And today is the 1st of October.
So,
Do you tell me, or
8 days?
do you share that
7.
information, I suppose? Because the rest of us wouldn't necessarily know.
He kind of realizes what he said wasn't public knowledge and is just staring at you like deer in headlights currently.
Can you forget that?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to share, that's fine. I mean, I still know some people taking classes. I'll just see when the last time he actually had a class was.
Do the students know?
They'd know if he wasn't teaching.
That was a question to Alicia.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you were asking me.
Do the students know that the professor is dead? Or do they think he's just on leave?
They are aware that he's dead, but it hasn't become public knowledge, as in there is no obituary yet.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it says he passed away on the 24th.
Sorry, buddy. I think if he's not in the ground, he's gonna be really smelly. To Fob's character, whose name I
This
will not
is this
successfully say.
is this is no problem. We get preservatives. We make sure that we do all that we can, but it is important that the bones are laid to rest. No.
I mean, I don't really know what happened with his body per se. It's not something I was looking into.
That is
Uh,
fair. It is not for everyone. Do not be ashamed.
what did I want to say?
Ow.
Oh,
Yes.
Heard that one.
if you want to try to recall where he's at, like where the body is,
Uh-huh.
I will allow you to roll either a history or listen for like remembering, you either overheard it or trying to recall if you remember where it is.
Okay, listening is there. Nope, where's listening? Listening is there, and okay, yeah, no, this one.
Okay.
History.
So you kind of think about it for a little bit because this was a rather large deal. And you remember, so the person that they had take care of it was Dr. John Wheatcroft,
Dr. John
who is, yeah, he works at the school.
Okay.
From what you know, if he was to perform an autopsy, he would have to do it at the school. So,
This is the guy who did the autopsy.
yes,
Okay.
it is one of your colleagues. He is also a professor. If he were to do an autopsy of the body, it would have to be at the school.
Okay.
There's no other place he could do it.
He could have come to my mortuary.
But he didn't.
Is shame too. We have nice new tables.
Body tables for the body.
Very firm
Body
tables.
tables. Body tables.
Body
That's
tables.
not what they're called.
They are just tables
I've only
that-
worked here 2 days. Leave me alone.
It's okay. You learn. You will learn.
To be fair, Jamie, back then, undertakers were more like boogeymen.
Oh yeah.
Who stole
Oh,
body
yeah.
parts sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh. Real sketchy
This
shit.
is a
I
fun
know.
career choice that I've decided to take in the meantime
Uh-huh.
until my book gets published.
I scream.
all right, but yeah, if this guy was the guy to do the autopsy,
Mhm.
he would have had to have done it at the school.
Okay. Oh my god, Chai. It is howling hour. Yeah, no, Samson looks very flustered and is shifting uncomfortably in his seat.
It's also child screaming outside hours, which is kind of
I
weird.
hear that too.
Man, we're all kinds of fun today.
Yeah, he might be hungry. Is that why he howl?
What about you, Bridget? Did you know the good professor?
Did I know the good professor?
No, he was not someone who visited. How to phrase this? This would have been just common knowledge for Sebastian and Samson. The professor was known as a bit of a ladies' man. There were quite a number of girls who were interested in him.
So there's a chance I would have known his name.
He didn't need to get your
He
services,
didn't
apparently.
need your services.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
He got it for free. Smile.
Ah, the good old 1910s.
Wait, would
The
he have
history
heard
professors
rumors
just
about
get
his? Would we have heard rumors about this?
No.
Okay.
Then no, I have not heard of this professor before.
Should we be going somewhere, or should we sit down to read poems about more birds?
No, I'm going to take a drink.
Once upon a midnight. Oh, we're not reading. Okay.
I thought this seemed more interesting.
It is far more interesting, but no one here is interested in it.
I would like to be doing something. I just do not know what it is that needs done.
Oh, we were talking about the murder that apparently has happened.
Oh, he was now murdered?
No.
I just
We're
heard
assuming a lot of things
No.
now.
She's got a smile on her face, and
Oh.
she's like, I've read this one before.
Oh.
I mean, it does make sense. So if the school's keeping it a secret, clearly he must have been murdered, right? And
Oh.
this is just building on the uncomfortableness that
Oh.
is
Oh,
poor Sam.
this does make sense. We uncover government conspiracy within school, murder
Oh.
teachers.
I don't know if Jamie's dying or Sam's dying or what, but someone's dying.
Just yes.
No. No. He's like sinking further into his seat.
So, what do you guys think? We have our classic murder mystery, who done it situation, or
Is Butler. Is always Butler.
I
Schools
see
don't
that's
have
what
butlers.
that's what a lot of books do. But some of the better ones have the missus doing it. Looks over at Bridget.
Why are you
Bridget,
looking at me?
She already said she's not his missus. She doesn't come around. I think we're looking for a spurned student. Someone who got the C when they thought they deserved an A, but they really probably deserved an F. Not speaking from experience.
Ooh. Or deserved B minus.
That's not how.
Is this
Hey.
not how?
Okay.
The only way to know is to collect testimony and evidence.
Are we going to collect it? Samson, is this an investigation?
On what?
The murder!
The murder.
I will go
Yeah,
get car.
There needs to
You
be
all wait
evidence
here.
of a murder.
In the car.
Well,
So
yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna-
got a hearse.
I'm
Clearly,
gonna go
makes
get my
sense.
car. It can fit everyone.
There's just a few that are gonna be
3
rolling
people
around
have
the
to lay
back.
down. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I will say a couple people do have to lay down in the
It's
back.
fine. It's just don't lay on the rollers and it's comfortable.
Do not lay on the rollers, please. They are new. Also,
I don't want to damage it.
there may be boxing back. It is fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, stinky.
Don't think about it too much. Is empty. I promise.
It's not empty.
No, it's empty.
Of body.
Yes.
Right, it's our booze one. We're also bootleggers. Don't
Good
worry about
God, man, why do you say this? You do not tell people that. Ah, fuck.
Ah, shit, was I right? I didn't realize I had gotten to that point in the business yet.
No, you are not right. Go get the car.
I think my first day is going well.
So, you guys, I'm imagining like all of you guys start like heading towards
Yeah.
the car. And Samson's still sitting
There,
there.
like, why? Why? I didn't say it was a murder. What's happening?
This is what happens when you don't explain what's happening. We just roll with things.
I couldn't because you were talking over me. I guess he stands up.
It's kind of led away.
Yeah, doesn't like to be left alone.
You guys leave the library with the hole in the
I lock up for the night, and I'm like, this is the first time in like a week I've left this place.
Is
You're
there a
locking
reason
it
to
up
lock
with
the
a
door if
hole
they
in
can
the
jump in the
window?
Yeah, the window's still broken.
She looks over at the window. Oh, someone will come and fix that.
No!
Well, you know, the window fixer.
I'll leave a note. What am I supposed to do about it? No, seriously, what am I supposed to do about it?
Here, I have duct tape and plastic
No, you
bag.
don't.
Refill.
There's no duct tape.
Fuck.
See, what you're supposed to do in this situation, uh, Rosemary. Why is there a we at the end of your name?
Wait.
What you're supposed to do, now's your chance, because I'm sure that you've secretly been crushing on Curtis this whole time. He's
What?
secretly been crushing on you too, because why else would he be here, right? Like, he doesn't want to be in this book club. Come on now. So, now's the time to ask him to be that big, strong man and fix your window.
Okay, now first of all, I'm gonna point out she's oblivious. All right, she has the spot hidden of a goldfish. All right.
No, this is
I
all
don't know
like
what that
speculation and
sentence
random
meant,
shit that
Chris.
I like
Sebastian
how you're
is
saying this,
saying
and
is
Curtis
true,
is
and it's
probably
super
right there.
calling him out.
I think Curtis wouldn't have gone out with them because he's not one to put the cart before the horse. Because, also it would be like it's waiting for the guy that actually has any information about this.
Okay, so you were waiting for Samson.
Yes.
Because I will say, what you are hearing does sound very illegal.
Which part?
It's not illegal if I have
Which
the
one?
key.
No. The illegal part is the fact that an autopsy was done
Mm-hmm.
by the university
Well, I didn't
who
say.
has a key interest. Oh, wait, you didn't say
I
that?
didn't say that.
don't
They're
think-
like murder, and I'm like, it wasn't a murder. Murder.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why he said, like,
Everything
there
that
needs
has
to
been
be
said
evidence.
so far is
You do
random
know-
shit.
Yeah.
You
that
do know
various people have
something
said.
very historically, something historical has been lost by the university, and they are desperately trying to cover it up.
Yes.
And there's a death
Well, it just-
involved.
I don't know if desperately trying to cover it up is what I got from that, but
No, I guess that's fair, but they
they
are
just
trying
want it
to.
back.
Yeah, but there
I
is
will
a death
say that I
involved, and
I apologize. I apologize if me saying that there is a murder happening. It's her fantasy. All right. I'm sorry.
no, and that's fine. Anyway. Get the fuck out. You guys leave the window broken. You all head out.
I leave a
the...
note.
Okay, you leave
What-
a note.
What is this note in the rain gonna do?
No,
Like-
no. I mean, like inside the library.
Books are not
Sure.
getting wet, yes?
No, none of the books would have been nearby.
Then it's fine. We go. We fix later.
All right,
There
you
is
guys
big
head out.
school that is stopping me from making money on dead people. This is problem. We go solve.
All right, you guys pile into the car. Like I said, it is storming really bad. There's not when the rain does come down, it's very hard, but there's actually not a lot of rain. It's like mostly just a lot of wind. And I'm actually gonna need a drive check
Oh, jeez.
from Fob. I can't remember how to say the name.
Estro?
Estro.
Hero. Yeah.
Stereo
Stereo. That's
Oh,
it.
Estero.
Occupied.
Where'd he get the
Thank you.
car? Why is he driving?
He has a
He's
hearse.
Because I
Hearse.
have
He has a
hearse.
hearse. He's from the morgue.
Yeah, you have to
It
have some way to
fits
lug the bodies
everyone.
around.
This is maybe not best time to tell you all that my driving is okay.
You have a
I'm going to
license.
I'm going to say
Oh,
while he's
okay.
driving.
Sick.
Samson. So where are we supposed to investigate first?
I, uh,
At some point, you got to give us something, or we're just gonna keep making shit up.
I'm not investigating his death, per se. Maybe.
Why?
I mean,
Because we're random ass people from the library.
I'm just a history professor.
Oh, history? I talk to you about history now. And then I start talking about the old world.
The old world, yes.
I imagine he's driving while doing this, so
Mhm.
And very animatedly talking about
everybody
it.
just
And
turns to Samson,
Yeah.
just continues talking.
Yes. 100% yes.
We're all gonna die.
So, Samson, what are you investigating?
there is this set of documents that have gone missing after
Mhm.
the professor's death. They are highly valued pieces of history and of occultish of nature.
See, Rosemary was just like tangentially just like fantasy. Ooh, ah. Now she's like, wait, what?
Ooh.
Yes,
Ah.
so the death might be connected, it might not be. I'm not quite sure yet. I have to actually see his notes, how far he's gotten.
So we're going where?
Oh, right. I I guess his house?
Does anybody know where he lives?
Do I know where he lives?
No, I didn't
Yes.
stalk random history
Okay.
professors while I was at school.
No,
I,
you would know. There are a series of like these small, I'll call them cottages,
hmm
Update: I did stalk history professors while I was at school.
uh, that are on the campus property. Basically, the
University.
college owns them and they rent them out to the professors.
Is that where I also live?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he lives a few doors down. Well, lived.
Are we finally gonna get to see your house?
No. I
Mr.
don't.
Yokopai,
Yes.
could you make a left at the next stop sign, please?
The next stop sign? You
The
got
next
it.
stop sign.
Not this one.
Not this one.
Next one.
Next one.
Oh, this one come. I make. Yes, and then it says one way.
That's why the next one.
Ah.
Ah.
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
And I direct him to the the cottages.
Oh
Sure.
yes, let's go to the university in a hearse. After Professor died and stop in front of his house. I'm sure he'll let me go back.
We can go. We go to Sam's house. Sam's
Close.
apartments.
Close.
Actually, I think it would be better if we stopped in front of my house.
Oh, do you want to stop at your house first?
No.
You have these are your friends and they have not seen your house. We fix this. All of you are welcome at my house anytime.
Do you live at the morgue?
You own property.
I own my morgue.
You sleep in one of the tunnels.
Oh my god,
I
no.
know. I was just
Yes.
imagining that, like, one of the trays that you pull out has like,
Mortuary
a
drawers, yeah.
Is
Oh my
very
God.
cost effective.
It's
That would be cold. And there's no
I-
air.
You
just
do
like
not
the old country.
you do not put you
Just like the old country.
you do not put the 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 tray back in refrigerator. You turn section off. You pull out tray. Bring blankets. Pillow is fine.
It was broken anyway.
Rosemary's nodding like very efficient. Just like how I sleep at work as well.
See? Thank you.
So if I forgot to pay rent again and I get kicked out of my place, can I have a tube too?
Of course, you pay rent at my place though, but
Funny
rent is
tube.
cheap.
Can I have a tube?
That reminds me, Bridget, I'm out of eyeliner again. Can I have some of yours?
No, I didn't bring any with me.
Poor planning.
I feel like she says this as she's applying.
Well, absolutely.
But Bridget, you know what? Never mind. Thank you anyways.
The color's not right.
All right, so eventually you guys get onto campus, and luckily with your good driving, you managed to narrowly miss hitting a student that was uh, basically kind of walking. Aren't really sidewalks near where the housing is, so you almost kind of like hit him as he's walking in the street. He kind of like seems to swear at your car for a second and like flips you off and keeps going.
Friend, you were one crossing where no is crosswalk. You cannot be doing this. This is not my fault.
Are you trying to talk to him? Because he's walking away. Like
I
he's not.
shout out the window. You want
We
to
could
end
roll
up
out
in
of the
back?
back, scare the shit out of them.
I will also shout and use one of the classics. Hey, I'm driving here.
You can roll me an intimidate if you want.
Samson is hiding because he has a reputation to uphold.
And these people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What's an intimidation? I don't know what an intimidation would be.
It's literally intimidate.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. I will intimidate. Hell yeah, I
Wow.
intimidate.
Look at how low your thing
Oh
was.
my god.
I like to picture the reason this is intimidating is because you're shouting out of the back of a goddamn hearse.
Yeah.
I slammed the door open as he's like flipping us off. I'm driving here.
You're like, oh shit. And the guy just like starts running off.
Fun thing about
Almost flips.
hearses. There's no
And then I
handles in the
slammed
back.
the door shut. And I'm like,
There
I've
are in
always
this
wanted
one
to
for
say
some
that
reason.
before. Yeah.
Because usually the things back there don't need to get out.
Usually.
Usually.
So what else do we know, Samson? What do you know about this leader guy? Do you
Leader guy?
Lighter.
Liner?
Lighter.
Lighter.
Professor Lighter, yeah.
Lighter. Lighter. And silent. Okay.
what do we know about this lighter guy?
Well.
I remember he gave me a C.
Fuck that guy.
Exactly.
Alright.
He gave you seed and you are mad about this?
My god.
Yay.
What the fuck, bro?
You are mad about receiving plants from man? Why are you
Yeah,
mad
sure.
about this?
Plants.
Plants.
Well, if you want to see what you recall about him, I would say that would probably be another history.
Okay.
Okay, nice. All right. So what you remember about Leiter is he studies history, specifically his specialty is colonial history.
Mm-hmm.
Um he's fairly young for a college professor, basically around your age. Uh he was pretty well liked in the school. He was really charismatic, which made him stand out a lot compared to the other two history professors,
Ah.
being you and Roach.
Me, because I
Yes.
don't talk to my students, and Roach because he seems like an asshole.
I mean, his name is Professor Roach. He is not going to be
Liked.
the beacon of charisma and likability.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in preschool, my preschool teacher was Miss Doom, and this is a real Alex fact.
Oh,
That is
I
the
had a
coolest name ever.
I had a middle school teacher named Mrs. Gross.
ooh, feels bad. Middle
That
school
is the
Amazing.
too.
coolest name.
Anyway,
I also had
uh,
a Mr. Gunn in my school. So.
So
What's your name?
cool. What the fuck?
Canadian school.
The coolest name I had was Miss Brown.
I don't
That's
remember
not
any of
cool, man.
Why was that cool? What?
I
I don't
said
remember
the
any of
coolest
my
name
teachers'
I
names.
had. I'm not saying that it was cool. I'm saying that's as lively as it got.
All right. Uh, Leitner was pretty popular with all of his students, especially the female ones.
Mm-hmm.
Him getting the papers was a big deal. Specifically, that it passed by Professor Roach. Roach is more of the senior person and should have been the one to probably handle it, but it was given to Leiter instead.
Yeah, he explains that, but more of a awkward and yeah.
Yeah.
What were the papers about?
I have to scroll back up to my DMs.
Salem witch trials.
I'll tell you very quick. They were about the Arkham witch trials. So
Arkham witch trials. Okay.
Yes.
So while the Salem ones are much more well known, Arkham here also had their own witch trials. The papers were from one of the families, like a very old family that had been here, who helped run the witch trials, and their notes and discoveries while they were doing it. It was originally from Joshua Hobhouse, who passed away back in February. But yeah, they, like I said, they are notes, journal entries, diagrams, basically everything to do with these witch trials that happened.
Wow.
So I am to find and retrieve said papers, bless you, before it comes to the attention of the house that gave us the papers that we've lost it.
Well then,
Some help.
You smell. Is that what you said?
Need
Fair.
some help.
It sounds like you could use some help.
Yeah.
That makes so
you
much
smell.
more sense.
I
than
heard you
just-
smell too. I was like, what?
No, I
Those-
heard need some help in like a slurry way, but I understand that would sound like you smell. Oh, sorry, I haven't showered in a week.
God, we can't all sit in the back of this hearse when none of us have showered.
well then, let's see what we can find and solve your murder mystery. I mean, your mystery.
Right? We jumped to murder, and that's funny and fun. How did he actually die? Do you know?
Well, one of my colleagues did the autopsy and he said it was a heart attack.
But
Which colleague?
this guy was like our age. What?
He was a bit younger, but yes.
Huh.
Shouldn't the coroner's office have done the autopsy?
I don't know.
I could have been doing the autopsy. I give you good price. You are my friend's friend.
All right. Okay.
I feel like this is every interaction with Samson. We just kind of
Yeah.
drag him around.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. This is every
this
interaction.
Is our puppy that we kidnapped.
Yes, it is
He
very
keeps
much.
showing up, so he keeps showing up to book club, so that's consent.
He might just be showing up because you guys have books that he doesn't have access to at the university, but all right.
He wants to be
You're
our
part of the book club,
hey,
right?
he's-
Oh yeah, yeah, you are.
He's getting really close to losing them the amount of times he drops them everywhere. Fuck.
No. Hear
You're
me
gonna get
out.
upset.
Hear me out. Sebastian at one point asked you for like a nickel or something to buy a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, sure, like this is your first time meeting, and he's like, I'll give it to you next week. And you've just been waiting for him to pay you back.
You would remember something like that.
You don't want to bring it up to be rude.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
torn
that's so
between-
British.
Sebastian has forgotten about the nickel, or Sebastian knows exactly what's going on, because both are equally funny.
Anyway, you guys arrive at the cottage. It is still raining and storming outside. The cottage itself, sorry, I gotta switch over to it. It's a small, rather nice looking cottage that's near the campus. There's a number of them that look pretty identical. But yeah, you look at it, there's no cars or vehicles or anything parked there. Excuse me. None of the lights are on. It looks rather abandoned.
How dark has it gotten out?
By this time it's pretty dark. I would say it's probably about 9 o'clock in October during a storm.
Mm-hmm.
So dark.
Okay, perfect, great, cool, amazing.
Well then. Which one is his again?
Do we have keys, or are we breaking into this professor's house? I
So
suppose we should have asked before we got here.
Samson, without really saying anything to anyone, his eyes are on the concrete in front of him. Quickly gets out of the car, all but runs to the door, quickly unlocks it, and goes inside.
Quickly, goblin.
Just
Yeah, legit.
I feel like at that you're just looking like, is this his house?
All right, well,
Look
either
at
we got
everybody.
keys, or we got a lot of talk about. So
Probably briskly.
Guess
Alright.
we're all entering.
He immediately
Alright.
turns a light on.
Yes, the lights still work. You go ahead inside. So where you enter, you come into kind of like this little dining room, or not dining, you come into a living room. You see some stairs going upward. There's also a study and a dining room connected to where you're at.
if I were papers I probably shouldn't have brought home, where would I put them? I go to the study.
Okay. Roll me a spot hidden. Oof.
I
You go
immediately
into the
start
study.
reading.
There's a
term
lot
papers.
of papers. Yeah, there's a lot of papers in here. You're kind of just looking through them. You know, he has. It's not. How to phrase this? it's not exactly cluttered, but it's not fully organized. There's something going on, uh, but it's a little
It's that
it's just
organization system that only the person who creates it understands.
yeah.
So I was also going to go into the study. Can I decipher the organization and how this person like
Um,
would keep things?
let me give you this.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want, you can roll a spot hidden as well to try to just find something.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to try to roll psychology or psychoanalysis, you can try to understand what, like, you try to think in his shoes for it. And if you succeed, I will give essentially advantage to everyone else on spot hiddens.
Okay. Well, I am good at neither one of those things. So I have a 1 in 10 in those things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna try to seek the hidden thing.
Okay.
I'm also going to be searching. So
All right.
I have
Look
sought
at
the
that.
hidden
That
thing.
is a barely. You slid right by on that success.
Hey, sliding right by is a C as a medical student is still a doctor, damn it.
This brings up perhaps a point that I don't know if Fob heard, but theoretically other people did at one point. You have these luck points. I have a lot because I rolled really well on it. You can spin those, so if that had been like a 37 and Chris wanted to succeed anyway, he could burn a luck forever to
one
succeed.
luck, just one.
Well, I mean, it because I said it was a 37. If he had rolled like a 56, he'd have to do
Yes.
20 luck
Yeah.
to succeed, and so on and so forth.
Interesting.
Make up the difference with luck.
Yes, you were right. I apologize. I did forget about that to explain the luck stuff.
But
No, it's
that's
okay. I know
burning
we
your faith
briefly
in the
mentioned
other.
it before, but in theory, it might become more important to perhaps succeed a roll and worth it.
Give me 1 second as I go through some stuff to double check.
If it's book related, I want to find it first. That's all I ask. Because that's probably the first place I'm looking. Probably see his library and go, wow, this is awful. Let me fix it. As I fuck up all the evidence.
Okay. Let's give you this. This is something you find in his study.
Mm-hmm. What did I find in his study? Holy shit, this man was loaded.
No, sorry. That is old-fashioned. Or I think it's actually more European. Those are the American equivalent of periods.
Mm-hmm.
They flip them.
No, I know. I have $2.
Yeah, at the time.
Wait, you actually have
Up
2
to
physical human dollars?
You have $2 that you can spend without going over budget for the day,
Yeah,
essentially.
I think.
Is
Yeah.
that
That's
what
what it
our
is.
is that what our thing is?
Possessions. Spending. No, I have 50 cents.
Oh, well then.
My spending level is $2, but I have 50 cents
All right, I'm back.
in cash. I got 2 quarters to my name.
My
There's
spending
all
level is $10. Jeez.
Well, I was gonna say you also find as you're kind of poking around, there's not a lot of books, right? Like all the books are put up on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Uh but you do find a small uh like financial book, like a checkbook, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're looking at it, uh this kind of ties into what you said before. There are large influxes of money and large write-offs of money.
Is anybody good with with numbers?
I am pierceable.
Mr. Yakubai, could you take a look at this?
Of
I'm an
course, I
English
would be
major
my
who's working
pleasure.
in a morgue.
I am running my own business.
And I will hand him the accounting book as I'm looking at it. Oh, he got new locks.
Hmm.
They didn't stop Samson.
I think he had a key. Samson, did you have a key?
Time for this
He's
place.
not in the study. I wasn't here when everyone was diverging where they were going.
Yeah, no,
I went to
it's,
the bedroom.
yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fair.
Uh, what are you doing in the bedroom?
I'm looking for the papers or something in the bedroom.
Okay. Roll me a
Because
spot
for
hidden.
him, that's where he would put them, not the study.
That's very good.
A spot hidden. Oh shit!
Ooh.
Hard
Oh
success.
shit!
Sebastian, first to answer your question, yes. They also
Well.
were getting nicer comments, let's say.
Mm.
I knew it.
So as you are looking around, Samson, and kind of poking, you notice one of the boards in the floor is kind of like off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And as you like examine it, you realize it can be lifted up, and you find a diary in there.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Cool.
Uh, so for the diary, some of it doesn't make a full lot of sense. Uh, he uses shorthand. He uses like codes for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the last 2 pages, uh, they do kind of make a little bit of sense. So I'm gonna share those with you.
Oh yeah, more calligraphy. Ha ha ha.
I'm sorry, it's all calligraphy because they want it to
Cursive,
be.
I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, do you have a better of those? Because I can't read that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Enhance.
And this is handout 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna make it through this adventure tonight.
No, we weren't planning on it.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I'm sorry if I didn't make it clear. I
Oh, that's
was originally intending this to last 2 sessions to.
Mhm. Next week I will be in hell. So,
Oh, are you? Oh, right. Shit, it's next week, isn't
yep.
it?
Hell or Montreal.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I mean,
Montreal is a lovely place.
we also can hold off and wait for people
Surgery
to be
is
back.
Wednesday. Like,
We can talk and. Oh, God, yeah. But we can talk and figure it out.
yeah, don't worry. He's fine. He's fine.
Did you guys get a chance to read that?
Nope.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I have trouble reading.
No,
And
you're fine. I'm used to Alex, who could just fucking speed reads everything.
I usually can too, not cursive.
Do you want me to type it out?
I could read it aloud.
Maybe.
Yeah, go for it.
I read the first one. I'm on the second one now. Like the entry.
If everyone is already almost done, at least. At least.
Interesting. Naughty, naughty professor.
Yeah, I think like that's his genuine reaction is he's reading this and he just like
We're all like, "Hey, where the fuck did Samson go?" And then we hear the gasp.
yeah, literally. You hear that fuck.
The professor swearing, "We must go."
He begins pulling out his own notebook and starts taking notes.
Mhm.
I will peek over his shoulder and try to read through.
Yeah, he's sitting on the floor with like the opening in the floor still kind of pushed to the side.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you were doing.
Me or
You said you pushed something aside?
yeah, the board. Like that's still I didn't put it
Oh,
back.
yes. Okay, so are
So
you putting
he's
it back?
no, he's writing notes right now.
I see. Oh, I'm sorry. I did find. So this is the accounting thing that you find. Or you find this in the accounting book to give some clarification as to the amount that this fucker is spending.
We use gambling.
Not Gamba.
Not the gamble.
Realty customer.
Oh shit, those were different numbers. Wrong one. Let's try this one. Also wrong one. What the
Also
fuck?
wrong
Why are
one.
these numbers so big? How about this one?
Charles, why?
That one's right.
Yeah.
Charles says, is this a math problem?
If Charles spends a random amount of
I
money on a
fucking got
hotel, what number is it?
Couple sweet.
Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it?
I hadn't heard the professor had settled down. Or at least settled down enough to take someone to a fancy hotel. Hmm.
Not that I know of either. He was flirtatious.
The way you said that makes it sound like he was flirtatious with you.
Samson will come back down to the study to show what he found.
This is saying pending payment. Therefore is not paid. Is IOU?
He seems to have gotten himself in quite a bit of debt and might not have died from a heart attack.
I mean, of course he didn't die of a heart attack. That's boring. We're having fun here. Like sell important documents from the university.
Yeah, like taking some important historical papers and forging them and then selling them to other people. So I have a feeling that the papers might not be here.
Well, do you have this what's his name? Hunter kid in one of your classes, or know who the fuck Abbott is?
Do I know a hunter?
You do not know a hunter.
Nope.
Maybe he's in the phone directory.
I start flipping through the term papers that I previously checked for chicks, and now I'm checking for hunter.
You do not find him.
Okay. He either is getting an easy A or isn't a student this semester in this class.
Does he have a phone book?
Here, no.
He does not have an ancient directory tome of the phone book. The yellow pages.
No. In fact, he doesn't have a phone here.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
I guess that's Profile buddy. Do you think you're gonna be able to recognize the real if we find the forgeries?
Mm. Well, I haven't really seen them before, but I could probably tell. Maybe.
You know, there's ways. You know, you can tell from age of the paper,
Mm-hmm.
how it's written. It's at least possible.
Yeah. I've seen enough documents that I could probably tell.
Circling back, this is not weird that this man does not have phone.
Do they not have a phone?
In the 20s, no.
Not at his home.
In the old country, everyone had phones because
In
the
the
old
old-
country is set in the future.
In old
But
country, no one has phone. Phone do not exist.
Phone is donkey.
You have
Phone is-
pigeons.
Phone is donkey. Phone is pigeons. Phone is scrawling on paper and throw it at friend. This is phone.
Do you put the pigeons on a donkey?
I thought this place was land of opportunity, no? Anyway, yes, well, sometimes, I mean, you got to have fun somehow.
I sent you a pigeon donkey with my news.
Honky.
Oh, I like this honky. Honky
Honky.
tonky thing, yes. Is good.
What about this Abbott dude? Or was that, sorry. Yes, Abbott? No. Not Abbott. Where did that word come from?
Wick?
Wick.
Are we investigating this now? Is this for real? I was under impression this was joke. Am I using this word correctly?
It's a joke in that, oh, we shouldn't be doing this, but we're doing it, right? Like that's, yeah.
Is fine by me.
I mean, I was asked to do it.
Ah.
We
Well,
have
you
the
are my
consent of
friend's
infernal
friend.
organizations.
You are my friend's friend, so I am happy to help you.
And I get bored easily, so let's go.
Okay.
As you guys are leaving, can you please roll me one last spot hidden?
I'm
everyone.
keeping a diary, by the way.
That's fine.
It's time to spin.
What are these rolls?
Jesus
Hard
Christ,
and
guys.
What are these
extreme
rolls?
success.
Oh my god, that's an extreme
rolling.
failure.
We're rolling really well overall, but
I was going off of kind of how much people did. Okay.
I fall on my yes.
Spot hidden. There we go. Oh.
damn, son.
Jesus.
Well,
A 2 and a
Extreme to
1.
crit.
What if we just aggressively threw numbers at the wall?
Let me describe the scene. And we're gonna call it for a night right after this. So as you guys are kind of turning to leave, Rosemary, you're the one who kind of glances at the fireplace for a second, and you notice that there are still embers in it, glowing. And you kind of motion for people to come with you. Sebastian was already out the door. He just, on to the next thing. And his friend Yucky was right behind him.
Friend, yucky.
Is
But
not my
for
name. I do not consent to this.
but for Samson and Curtis, you guys approach the fire, and you see like maybe a note, maybe something in there.
They're burn the evidence.
Yeah, I reach in and grab it.
All right. You reach in and grab a hold of it.
My hands are used to hot shit.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it, and I'm like, wait. Did you not? Didn't you say that this man had died?
Yeah.
So then who was here?
I need you three to roll me a sanity check.
Oh no. How do I do that? Do I just click it?
Sanity.
Mhm.
Just click it. Oh, okay.
Whew.
Giga Chad rolls. Okay.
You guys have bad sanity. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I do.
Look,
Okay. As you guys pull this out, you hear footsteps above you in the bedroom that you were just in. These loud, heavy footsteps as they go straight towards the stairs. You hear the clunk, 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 and you feel this like fear wash over you as you hear them going towards the stairs, and you hear them start to come down the stairs and come towards you.
I draw
But
my gun.
you draw it, but you see nothing. You still hear it coming towards you, this clunk, clunk, as they rush down the stairs,
Run.
and it comes in, and you almost feel paralyzed for a second. But if you wish to run, you kind of are able to shake out of it and move. And as you guys move outside, this heavy gust of wind, like, almost pushes you off your feet as you just make it out the door, and the door slams shut behind you.
Sweet baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What was that?
Oh,
I did say they were
And
called papers, didn't I?
What was that? Like we were leaving. What? Why are you guys freaking out?
They were
nothing natural.
they were footsteps, and it was loud, and
I know, normal shit.
and I need to go back in there.
And
It's
that
not
is
safe.
where we're going to end for tonight.
All right.
Thank you. All right. I hope you guys are having fun.
This is insane, and I like it.
Yep.
It's got an energy to it that I love.
We are, as should be well known, disaster people.
Mm-hmm.
It is we.
Craig, you all right, buddy?
He
No,
he went to go lay down.
okay.
It's
I hope
okay.
he's okay.
Yeah, he's just that rough day.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry, buddy.
No,
He
I
was
get it.
super tired.
Well, I'm glad that you jumped on and you were able to, play as much as you could.
I don't know if
Appreciate
he was
it.
on or not.
It's
Yep.
all good. But I'm really glad. I hope you guys liked it. Getting a little bit into the spook.
Spooky.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to begin with, but then again, you guys have only just started.
The mystery.
True.
The mystery. But yeah, we'll message, see what people can do. Sometime that's not 11:30 at night for us. And we can figure out what exactly the plan is, because we can be really flexible with this. Like, my guess is this will probably take Well, considering how slow you guys move, probably 2 sessions at least. I'm not trying to be mean. That's
No,
just
I'm
what I'm
laughing
thinking.
because I'm thinking of pudding pear.
You're thinking of what?
Pudding fair.
Oh, pudding fair,
I
yeah.
thought this take like maybe 3
It's
sessions. Took like
What
7.
was it? 6? Yeah. Like,
no, it depends on how quickly you guys figure out the story.
Mm-hmm.
There are definitely red herrings and stuff that could affect it, but I have faith in some of you.
it's
Does
fine.
that
We'll just
say
keep rolling
Pop
really
Doodle?
well.
Is that
It,
Pop Doodle?
Lopdoodle, I think
Lop
it is.
Doodle, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely Fot Doodle. Fot Doodle.
Oh, he's talking about Hunter. Okay.
Where did that Fop Doodle put them? I cannot take
Ah.
it anymore. There's someone following me. I am in danger.
And he died October?
No, it's October now. He died in September 24th.
He died 5 days after the last entry.
Okay.
Or at least September 24th is when they
When
found
he
the
was
body.
found, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And it is the 1st of October, so it's been
7 days.
more days than it should have been for the obituary to be put out, but not crazy long.
What else was I gonna say with it? So you know there's the office to check with.
Mm-hmm.
And you also know you can check with the doctor and where he performed the autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the dean also mentioned a grad student who worked with him.
Yeah. What was her name again?
Amelia Court.
Amelia Bedelia.
You would know her. She was a very well-known and very respected history/mathematics student.
Okay.
She did not have a lot of friends.
Hey.
Did not. Is she dead?
No, I'm just saying as a
She
mathematics
did not win. No.
and history.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for running, Alicia.
Yeah, of course.
I am excited to continue to solve a mystery.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Ugh. Yeah, so
Take
the
care,
last
guys.
Allergies.
Gross.